Welcome to OpenY Content Editing Basics. This is a beginner tutorial series that will show you how to do some basic things inside of OpenY. We're going to cover four main things. First, we will show you how to get set up with the OpenY sandbox so that you can follow along with this course. Then we will show you how to add new content and to go into old pieces of content to edit them. We'll spend most of our time showing you how to format text using the text editor. And finally, we will show you how to use images. You will need a few things in order to get started. First, you will need access to the OpenY sandbox. Next, you'll need 1 to 2 hours of time to follow along with these training videos. And that's it. You don't need any prior experience with OpenY to follow along. Again, this is a beginner's course, and this is intended to teach you how to do the very basics of OpenY. We're going to start by applying for credentials at openY.org. I am using a Mac, but you can follow along using any major browser such as Google Chrome or Firefox or Safari. I'm going to use Safari, and you can also use PC as well. Go to openY.org. And then in the top right, go to the Contact section. Once the page loads, search for the General Inquiries section and click on the Let Us Know button. When the page loads, it will take you to a form where you can apply for credentials to the OpenY sandbox. You can also ask for access to the different OpenY community resources, and I'll show you what those are right now. We're going to go back to the previous page, and we're going to open the OpenY message board. This message board contains resources and documentation spanning back a few years, and if you are looking for reference information, you will likely find it here. If you have a more pressing question, ask for access to the OpenY Slack channel, and we'll open it up right now. You can access it also by going to openY.slack.com. Once this page loads, you'll see the OpenY Slack channel. And the OpenY Slack channel is a great resource for real-time questions about adding pretty much anything that you need to OpenY. We're going to exit out of this window and go back to the OpenY website. And we will navigate to the OpenY sandbox by going to sandbox.openymca.org. If you're unfamiliar with the sandbox, it is a demo site. It allows you to play around with the open source version of OpenY and break things. It's also a great place for you to try out some things that you may be unfamiliar with. You will need to have credentials in order to log in. Without the credentials, you won't be able to follow along with this course. One thing to note about the sandbox too is that it rebuilds and refreshes every 2 hours. So if you notice the site doing that in the middle of the training course, if it's taking you a long time to complete, contact your agency partner to get access to your own dedicated instance of OpenY.